So a Memphis judge has officially cleared Ja Morant of any wrongdoing, essentially citing that from the 2022 incident between him and Holloway, that it was self-defense. In essence, that judge said that Holloway was a liar. That Holloway's testimony contradicted everything that everybody else who was a witness to that thing said. And by the way, in case you need a refresher, the long and the short of it is Morant was playing a pickup game at his mama's crib. They invited old boy to come through. Supposedly, Holloway threw the ball at Ja's face, bumped his body, and then balled up his fist, and Ja took a sling at him. We may never know what really happened. I know this much. I'm all for self-defense. I'm all for if you get in my face like that and I feel threatened, I might do something. I'm all for somebody being able to protect themselves. And I know a lot of people are going to look at this situation the way that they normally do and go, he's just another celebrity, another athlete getting away with everything. Well, the judge can only go off of the information that the judge has. And if you think that this person was wrong, then you need to go and complain to the judge. Because the judge said, look, everything that everybody else is saying about this event, you are contradicting. You're lying somewhere. You're not telling the truth. That's in essence what this judge said. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I've got all these other people saying all these things. Then I got you saying this. I don't believe you. I can't believe you. I have no reason to believe you. Even if I want to believe you, I can't believe you because of all these other people saying these things. Is it possible they're getting Ja Morant's back? I don't know. But Holloway could potentially be on superstar status as well. Let's not forget he's a sophomore at Samford. Maybe not the best known ball player in the world. This isn't the reason why you want to be on the map. And I understand that a lot of people are going to look at Ja and they're going to go, look, man, he's already had all these other issues. The proof is in the pudding. If I'm judging his character, maybe I'm thinking to myself, this actually went down in a different way. And I'm not going to completely disagree with you. But what we can go off of is what we know the judge did. And if the judge is calling Holloway a liar, well, I don't have any reason to believe anything else. And I know that a lot of people are going to look at Ja Morant and go, man, this dude's trying to be a hood dude and all that. Forget all that. Okay, I'm not saying that Ja should be out here acting tough, acting hood, any of that stuff, the gun thing, the grenade thing. I'm not saying that he should be doing any of that. The grenade thing is him trolling at this point. Let's keep that a buck. I know they're down in the series. I know how things are going right now basketball-wise for Ja Morant. And I'm not saying that he's not potentially on a really bad path because you're only going to get so many buys, right? You're only going to get so many, like, I believe you, we're good. Try not to let this thing happen again. Keep everything under control. Watch who you're kicking it with. All that, this could be Ja's like wake-up call. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, people are going to probably go, look, man, he got suspended and that didn't do anything for him. He's been fined. That didn't do anything for him. How's this going to help? Well, who knows what else a judge said to him. Judges have an affinity for being, hey, look, this is what's going on. We're good right now, but don't let this happen again. Judges have an affinity for those things. One of the awards that I have in a piece for, or one of the awards that I won is for a piece on the psychology of the criminal mind. You learn a lot about the justice system and how it works. My thing is a criminal born is a criminal made, right? What I'm saying is judges love doing those types of things. They love becoming counselors in those situations. And we don't know what the judge told either Holloway or Ja at this point. But I think the bottom line for me is it's done, it's said, it's over with. This thing was dragged on for 3 years now. Like I said, at the time, Holloway was 17. He's now a sophomore at Samford. It's probably time for everybody to just move on. It's been 3 years. We're done with this thing. Let's everybody move on from it. And to be honest with you, I think John needs to get back to basketball, but that's just me. I'm not going to sit up here and be a Stephen A. Smith and try and counsel people. And it's coming from the heart. I've done it a couple times, but at the end of the day, I don't have a say-so over anybody else's life. Just like the thing with Travis Hunter. NFL draft tonight, right? Travis Hunter. You got Stephen A. Smith. Travis, listen to me. Listen. You can look at the camera all you want. You don't give a damn. Travis is somebody that's easy for you to talk about, and you need that easy money, Broham. Let's just keep that a buck, Brody. I mean, real talk, man. You know what I mean? Real talk. I don't have an affinity for that type of stuff, and I think if Travis Hunter wants to tell NFL teams, if you want me, then you're going to have to let me play two-way, then that's him. He feels like he's been able to do it since he was a young pup. Now he's growing into a young man. Hey, if that's the game that he wants to play, then let him try to play it. I mean, we've seen it before, right? Cordell Stewart, what he called slash. They played him a little bit of everywhere. They had him at quarterback. They had him at wide receiver. They put him in at running back. They had him doing kick returns and punt returns. Played defense. Well, what are we griping about here? What are we really griping about? Prime time. He played on both sides of the football. And he was on special teams. What are we really talking about here? Why is everybody trying to dictate to this young man? Because he's got confidence? Because he feels like he could do it? Now, me personally, I think he's taking a lot of tread off the tires. I think he's potentially shortening his career. And I said that Prime had to figure that thing out from the beginning because I felt like Travis Hunter was playing entirely too many snaps, and you needed him on either one side of the ball or the other. And I felt that Shador was good enough that you could just leave Travis on defense. But at the end of the day, it's not my call. I'm not a coach, I'm not a GM, and I'm damn sure not Travis Hunter. And he can do whatever he wants to. He can live the way that he wants to. As long as he's not hurting anybody, who really gives a damn? And Travis Hunter isn't doing a disservice to NFL fans. If that's what your thing about it is, then you are so off base and so out of touch with reality that it's not even funny. I mean, seriously, let's just cut through the crap cake here for a second, okay? You are nobody's counselor or advisor. And I can appreciate where anybody else is coming from, but Travis Hunter gets to live the way that he wants to. And to me, that should be the bottom line. Travis Hunter was a phenomenal college athlete. One of the best that we have seen in years. Whether or not it's going to translate to the NFL, we don't really know. I don't think he's going to be able to take that amount of snaps in the NFL. I think the NFL is still the NFL. I know a lot of people are upset because of, the way the game has changed in terms of, being able to hit the way that people did back in the day and, the defense and, how it's much more difficult now. And look, I could do a whole other thing on that. We're not going to get into that right now. What I am telling you is I think that he would be able to do it to an extent, just not full time. And I'll be honest, I would use him a lot more like a prime time. Predominantly, I would have him on defense because he was a hell of a wide receiver in college. He knows how to think like a wide receiver. I'm sticking him at defense. I'm doing a Mike Sanders still. I'm putting him in at defense. And then I'm using him occasionally in special teams. And I'm using him occasionally on the offensive side of the ball. But I am going to let him play both ways. But I'm just going to tell him, hey, man, would you mind minimizing some of the both ways? I want you predominantly here while using you over there. If I'm a coach, that's the angle that I'm taking. But I'm going to let him do it. Why not? Who's going to get hurt? Who's going to get injured? Anybody can get hurt at any time, man. It's football. It's sports. Anybody can get hurt. I'm not trying to minimize it. I'm not saying that I don't care about his career. I want good things to happen for him. I don't wish anybody to get hurt, even if I don't think somebody like Caleb Williams. I said from the jump, I don't think Caleb Williams is an NFL-type quarterback. It doesn't mean I want to see Caleb Williams get hurt. I'm not minimizing it. What I'm saying is simply this. Anybody can get hurt at any time. How many times have we seen somebody just running down the field or the court or trying to make a jump shot or whatever, i.e. Kevin Durant? Popped. Routine play, Aaron Rodgers, popped. It can happen to anybody at any time. And I think that we need to chill out with he's going to get hurt. I'm thinking more of a longevity thing. How much energy does he have for how many years? If he thinks his cardio is that damn good, then by all means, Captain, go ahead and go for it, Brody. But I'm not about to sit up here and tell anybody what to do. I can give my opinion on what I think should happen. I'm not going to tell anybody they're being a disservice to NFL fans if they're not going to play football just because they want to do what they want to do in terms of a two-way player. I got news for everybody. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, could definitely use the services of Travis Hunter, and I guarantee you, spring football, they would let him play two ways. And they could use the attention. Arena football, I'm telling you right now, look, the NFL is no longer the end-all, be-all, man. I'm not saying anybody else's competition. What I'm saying is given the right circumstance, you can certainly put a lot of eyes on it and create real chaos. And there have been multiple times where NFL GMs have got together and decided we think this is the right thing to do business-wise for the NFL. And I would be willing to bet that this is one of those times where everybody got together and said, that we might as well let the kid do it. If that's what he wants to do, let him do it. It'll be good for the league. We need the views. We need the ratings. You might say to yourself, the NFL doesn't need that. Trust me when I tell you, they always want views and ratings. More views, more ratings equals more sponsorships. That equals more money, more jersey sales, more ticket sales. They're going to need it. You're going to need it when Travis's Hunter football team is 4-5 and you're needing to sell tickets. People are going to be there to watch him play football. Believe me when I tell you. I'm just saying. All right, real quick here. LeBron James got busted out. We all saw it. He's like that little brother that's playing basketball against Big Brother. And then he starts crying to mommy. And in order to make sure that Big Brother starts letting up on him just a little bit, just so he has a chance to win the game, mommy. And then he's like, oh, yeah, he's getting in trouble. He's getting in trouble, Brody. I got a shot now. It worked. It worked. Look, to be fair, my generation, we always talk about real defense and everything. Dennis Rodman used to flail and flop around like a mother. You know what I mean? Does anybody remember Rodman doing that? Just flopping around, and especially with Shaq. Boy, he used to make Shaq something angry doing that nonsense. He hated that. Karl Malone. Oh, yeah. Let's not pretend that Rodman didn't do it too. But at least with Rodman, it was entertaining. This is just getting annoying. It's like, okay, bro, how much more of this do we have to put up with? I mean, if he took it from anybody, though, let's keep it a buck. He took it from Rodman. And we'll probably look back on it one day and be like, man, this is pretty funny. The same way that we do with the worm. But I personally, here's the thing, right? Because every time this happens, what happens? Somebody in the comment section or Skip Bayless or Stephen A. or somebody starts going in now on the GOAT debate. See, this is why he's not. Is this your king? Every time we got to hear it. Every damn time somebody's in the comment section with the gif from Black Panther, every single time it's old people. Let it go. Let it go. Right? I mean, if we're going to do something, let's get that one going. Let it go. I'm just saying. The GOAT debate is so nonsensical, and it's been a dead debate to me for years, and I'm so tired of it. It's just nauseating at this point. What I am saying is let's leave all that out of there for a second. Just look at the game and decide whether or not we're entertained by it. I mean, we're all a little bit entertained by it. If we weren't, we wouldn't be talking about it. Whether you love it or hate it, it's technically doing what it's supposed to do, I guess. I don't know, man. At this point, I'm just like, whatever with Bron. To me, my issues started with LeBron when he said that he was done talking about what he was going to do while he was in Cleveland the first time, and he wanted everybody to leave him alone. And then that same night, he goes and writes NY23 on his sneaker. It's just kind of like, really, bro? Really? That was kind of the beginning of like, okay, this dude knows exactly what he's doing. He knows where the media's at. Like, he's outsmarting everybody, and he's making his money. I can't be mad at him for it. But it's annoying, right? So I look at that from last night, and even though it's funny, it's annoying. Because it's like, come on, bro, this is the NBA. Can we stop? It's just him rolling up on Stephen A. in public. Come on, it's like, we know what you're doing. I'll be honest with you. I personally think that him and Stephen A. set that whole thing up to get ratings. Because, LeBron really doesn't do a lot of podcasts and stuff like that, right? But then he starts showing up on ESPN and he's doing interviews, and now he's talking to other people about it. He knows what he's doing. He's getting towards the end now, right? So the next move is keeping myself relevant after the game is done the way that Jordan did. And I'm not saying that he's not legitimately sticking up for his kid, because he probably is. Simultaneously, you would think that somebody like LeBron, who said, why would you want to be the guy in this league? Because all they're going to do is all over you, right? He said that, okay? So if he believes that, then why would he not train Bronny on, look, this is the media, this is their game, this is how it works. They're going to underhand you. They're going to, do all this stuff all the time. They're going to say whatever they're going to say. Just let it ride. I feel like this is the way for all three of them to make money. I could be wrong. It's just my personal opinion on it, but it is what it is. Bottom line, Lakers in 5. We're not going to get into that. We're not going there with Shea. That whole thing is a mess. It's a mess. And if anybody heard that audio that TMZ posted, that was clearly edited audio by them or by her or both. But that was very edited audio. I'm not saying it's AI. I'm saying it's edited, and I want to hear that conversation from start to end before I make any judgment calls. He's got text messages he's throwing out there. She's got text she's throwing out there. That thing is a mess. And until we know everything, I'm not speaking on that whatsoever. You just spoke about John Morant. That's a done deal. And a judge has spoke. And a judge called Holloway a liar and said that they were being contradictory in everybody else's statement. We have that as a fact from the judge in the situation. Completely different. We don't have anything as a fact right now. We have some text messages that we don't know what the context hardly of any of this nonsense is and who's editing what and who's doing what. And I'm not getting into that. I am a wait till the end type of guy, and that's the way that it should be. So there's that. All right, everybody, I am Drew Duncan. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is all at Drew Duncan Radio. TikTok is the RL Drew Duncan. It's supposed to be the real Drew Duncan. Who's ever got the real Drew Duncan, holla at me. Let's make a deal, my man. And, of course, you are on my YouTube channel. Everybody stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your night and or day, and I hope your team drafts whoever the hell you want them to draft.